Good morning, grade threes. I hope you've had a lovely week so far and a lovely Thursday morning. Now, this weekend is a very special weekend because on Sunday is a special day for mom. It's Mother's Day. So I hope that you've got something planned for mom and that you're going to have a lovely weekend. But before we get to the weekend, we've got to learn some things together. And this morning, we are going to do some grade 3 English. And if you have any questions throughout the lesson or afterwards, you can ask mommy or daddy to email grade3@worksheetcloud.com, and then we will try and answer your questions as soon as possible. So, my name is Teacher Taryn, and we are going to do grade 3 English, and we're going to do a bit of revision about things that you've already learned so far. So you've already learned about nouns and adjectives, and we're going to revise them together today. So let's have a look at nouns. What is a noun? It answers the question who, what, and where in a sentence. So in your sentence, your noun tells you who or what made something happen somewhere in a place. So a noun can therefore be a person or people. So it can either be one person, like a little boy or a little girl, or it can be a group of people, like children. It can also be a thing, something that we can touch, an object. And in this picture, we have a suitcase or a backpack or a school bag. But an object can also be a pencil or a pen or a ruler. A noun can also be an animal. And here we have a tiger, but it can be a dog or a cat or a bird. And it can be a place. So here we've got a picture of a school, but it can also be your garden or a shop or a swimming pool or anywhere that you can go to. So we use our senses to help us find nouns, and if we can see it, or we can hear it, or we can taste it like food, or we can smell it like a beautiful flower, or we can touch it like a couch or a book, then it is a noun. So now let's try to identify the following nouns together. Now, identify, that's a very big word. That word just means we are going to look for the following nouns. So, the dog ran around the garden. So here I have a sentence. What makes it a sentence? Remember, it starts with a capital letter and it ends with a full stop. So, are there any things in this sentence that we can touch or hear or taste or see or smell? Yes, we've got a dog and we have a garden. We've got an animal and a place. And there we can see our dog. We can also hear a dog if it's barking. And here is the garden. It's a place we can visit. So now my next one. I draw a picture using my pencil crayons. So is there anything in this sentence that I can touch or see or smell or taste? Yes, I've got picture and I've got pencil crayons. So a picture and pencil crayons are both things that I can touch. Mom drinks tea and eats a biscuit. So here I've got mom and I have tea and I have a biscuit because mom is a person and tea and a biscuit is food that we can taste or something we can drink. Now, a common noun is an everyday person or an everyday thing or an everyday animal or an everyday place because there could be lots of gardens in your neighborhood or there could be lots of animals at a zoo or there could be lots of school bags sitting in the passage or lots of children that are standing around. And that is called a common noun when there are lots of the same thing. But now a proper noun is a specific person, place, or thing. And proper nouns are special because there are either only one of them in the world or very few. So man, I know man is a noun because it's a person. But Superman, he is a specific person because there's only one of him in the world, and that is his name, Superman. Mountain, that is a noun. But Table Mountain, that is a proper noun because there's only one of them in the world, a specific place. So the capital T and capital M because that is the name of that specific mountain. So a proper noun is written with a capital letter, and you have a capital letter in your name. So your name in a sentence would also be a proper noun. So let's have a look now at adjectives. And adjectives and nouns, they work together. And that's why there are two little girls here because they are friends. And adjectives and nouns are friends. If we think about nouns and adjectives, they are good friends and they depend on each other. They work together. So let's have a look. Over here, I have a picture of a little pig. Now, a pig would be a noun because that is an animal. We can see a pig, we can hear a pig, we can touch a pig. So our noun is pig. But now let's think of some words that we can use to describe this pig. If I look at this picture, this pig is pink, or this pig could be dirty, or it looks like it could be a piglet, a young pig. So an adjective is a word that describes the noun. So pig is our noun, and an adjective will describe the dirty pig or the pink pig. So let's have a look at this ice cream. It looks quite delicious, and on a hot day like today, I would love to eat this ice cream. But let's have some words that are going to describe this ice cream. So ice cream is my noun because I can touch the ice cream, I can see the ice cream, I can taste the ice cream, but some words are going to describe it. A sweet ice cream, a delicious ice cream, a malted ice cream if you leave it outside for too long, a vanilla ice cream, the flavor, and a huge ice cream. So we can use some words that describe either the size of something, how big or small it is, the flavor of it if it is food, how it could taste, what it looks like, and what type of ice cream it could be. So adjectives describe all these things because we can use adjectives to use our imagination. So if I didn't tell you anything about this ice cream and I described it, you could almost see this ice cream right in front of you. And that is why when authors would write a book, they would use lots of adjectives in their writing to color it in a bit. So I eat a ice cream. So let's think of some of those words that we use to describe the ice cream. I eat a sweet ice cream. Can you see that my adjective is just before my noun? I eat a huge ice cream. And that does look like quite a huge ice cream on that side. I eat a delicious ice cream. And wouldn't we all like our ice cream to be delicious? Okay, so let's have a look at this sentence now. The little boy plays with his new ball. So first I'm going to look in this sentence if I can see any of my nouns because my adjective is always going to be close by. So I have boy and I have ball because boy is a person and ball would be a thing. I can see the boy and I can see the ball. I can touch them, I can hear the boy. So I'm going to look for some words in this sentence that could tell me a little bit more about my noun. Is there a word that tells me a bit more about boy? Yes, the sentence tells me that it is a little boy. And is there a word that tells me a bit more about the ball? Yes, the sentence tells me that it is a new ball. I could also use the short boy, the tall boy, the naughty boy, and I could also use the soccer ball, or the old ball, or the expensive ball. So can you see in where the place of the adjective is, I can swap some other words in to make it mean something else. The girl is wearing a dress. So let's think quickly. Which part of this sentence would be my noun? Girl would be my noun, and dress would be my noun. Because here is the girl, and you can see that she is wearing a beautiful dress. So now I'm going to think of some words to describe that girl because she is my noun. I can think of pretty, the pretty girl, the young girl, the clever girl. And now some words to describe her dress. It could be a blue dress, a polka dot dress. So now I'm going to look at this little bird. The beautiful bird is sitting on the top branch. Bird is my noun because it is an animal. And branch is my noun because it's part of a tree. Now, is there a word that describes the bird? Beautiful. The beautiful bird. And it is quite beautiful if you look at it there. If I think of some other adjectives, I could say the blue bird, or the polka dot bird, or the tall bird. And it is sitting on the top branch because top tells me more about the branch. I could also say the leafy branch. Let's look at the next one. The naughty kitten plays with the fluffy wool. So let's first look for my noun. Kitten, because it's an animal, and wool, because it is a thing. Now, are there any words that describe the kitten? The naughty kitten. I could also say the black kitten, or the little kitten. Plays with the. Is there a word that describes wool? The fluffy wool, or I could say the red wool. My talented sister paints an amazing picture. And here's my sister, and she is busy painting. So let's see which words in this sentence are nouns. My sister, because I can see her, and picture, because I can touch a picture and it is a thing, and sister is a person. Now, are there any words that describe my sister, my talented sister? And are there any words that describe the picture, an amazing picture? So now the last one is a trick one. You are very clever boys and girls. And that is true, but let's see if we can find any nouns in this sentence. We have boys, and that is a common noun, and girls, and that is another common noun. And are there any words that describe the boys and girls that I am talking to now? Yes, clever. Clever describes all you boys and girls that are listening to this lesson now. So now, I hope you've had a lovely time learning about nouns and adjectives, and you're going to enjoy the activity where you're going to find the nouns and then find the adjectives. And I hope you have a lovely Thursday afternoon further. Remember that this lesson comes from WorksheetCloud.